What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Invest Daily. So today we're going to talk about the Robinhood going public with big crypto plans and 5 things you should know for the IPO on the stock exchange. They are going public as of mid-Thursday tomorrow. So this is very, very big. They've had a lot of negative news recently, but they are a profitable company. So we're going to talk about this and see if this is a good investment or not. I also have some Ethereum news and how the growth is outpacing Bitcoin in 2021. And we're going to once again look at the fear and market greed index. So starting off with the Robinhood news, right? So they are having an IPO, they are going public, and they're doing it in an unusual way. If you don't know anything about Robinhood, they are a competitor of Coinbase. Coinbase is more centrically crypto, while Robinhood has some crypto, and they also sell primarily stocks as a broker, right? They're a brokerage application. But one thing you want to look at is right now, Robinhood, you cannot off-ramp your crypto to a wallet or to another exchange. And that's where their weakness is against Coinbase. Coinbase, you can move your crypto wherever and you can be the custodial person of it and own your crypto. So Robinhood does plan to change this and have a wallet function in the near future where you can actually move around your crypto and do as you please with your crypto, and they plan to offer more, have more offerings. So that is a good thing. They will have to do that to remain competitive against the behemoths in the field such as Coinbase. Robinhood reserved up to 35% of IPO shares for their customers. And this is up to 18.6 million shares this way, and will run off of a lottery style. So this basically means that you can try to apply for some shares within the application and you might get lucky, and up to 35% of shares will be distributed to retail investors. So this means that as a retail investor, you might get lucky and get the shares early. This does not typically ever happen because shares typically go to big bankers and big investment firms, and they get the first dibs before it goes public. So that can be big, right? So the listing price is at a modest $38 to $42. That is not bad. Coinbase started off really high, but of course IPOs tend to parabolically go up and then they crash. So be very careful. Just because it's 42 does not mean it can't go down to 15, but it does not mean that in the long term it won't also go past 42. So just be careful of that. This is pretty low, a low enough threshold for a lot of retail investors. So you just have to play your dice and roll them however you see fit if you want to gamble in this or not. And then number 3, Robinhood's crypto ambitions are bigger than most people realize. So of course they're not just competing with Coinbase, they're also competing with Square's Cash App, as well as PayPal and other crypto companies as well. And they're banking on decentralized finance. That's what they're trying to dabble in. So DeFi, if you don't know anything, is very, very big. I talk about DeFi on the channel a lot. And Robinhood also has 19 million active accounts. 19 million active accounts, mostly dealing with millennial investors. And in quarter one of this year of 2021, 17% of its overall revenue came from crypto and 6% of it came from Dogecoin alone, right? So Robinhood can be a very risky investment. Of course, a lot of us have heard on the news and seen and read that they've had issues with Congress and regulators and retail investors and, slowing down the buying of meme stocks so that way hedge funds can, short the company. So we have heard a lot of negative sentiment on Robinhood, but we have to be also very cautious of that because they are a profitable company. They do know what they're doing and they can turn this around, and it is more likely that they will turn this around and go in the right direction going forward because crypto is huge and this is a perfect opportunity for them to get into the mix, right? And the ticker symbol for Robinhood will be HOOD, HOOD. So that's what you can look it up as. Robinhood has already turned a profit. So you have a lot of companies like Uber and DoorDash, which are successful companies, but they were losing big time money at the time of their IPO and have gone on to lose even more money. So when we look at Robinhood, Robinhood is currently a profitable company and they have actually turned a profit and they know how to turn a profit. So just keep that in mind. So drop a comment and let me know if you plan on investing in Robinhood or not. Do you see this as going somewhere in the future, or do you see it fizzling out and dying? All right, the second piece of news really quick is talking about Ethereum trading growth outpacing Bitcoin in 2021. So there's been a lot of interest in the Ethereum network, and the cryptocurrency has surged, especially from institutions, according to a recent Coinbase report. Basically, what this is talking about is that a lot of big money is focusing their interest on Ethereum, including big Wall Street. And one of the major reasons is because decentralized finance, right? DeFi runs through Ethereum, and that is huge. And DeFi is exploding. And Coinbase, they did, a study in the first 6 months, the first half of 2021, and they noticed that 1,461% in the first half for volume was for Ethereum. And during the same period, it was a lot less for Bitcoin, 489%, and it almost nearly doubled, right, for Ethereum's volume. So Ethereum has skyrocketed, and you can see the chart, right? You can see how it has skyrocketed and dipped down around July, and right now it is starting to explode once again. And it's mainly due to the DeFi protocols and the banks, the governments, as well as the hedge funds and the all the big investment firms are looking at DeFi right now and what DeFi is going to do. So DeFi refers to projects that aim to revolutionize and replace the current methods of borrowing, lending, and banking as seen with traditional finance. They're hugely lucrative and mostly are built on Ethereum right now. So right now, there's $61.2 billion locked into the DeFi ecosystem. This is huge. This is cash that is locked in and, just sitting there long term into the DeFi ecosystem. And it's only growing and expanding. $61.2 billion. One of the biggest protocols for DeFi is Aave right now, AAVE. So you can look that up. So the world of DeFi makes big promises, but it's hugely experimental. Billions can be made, but billions can also be lost. So unregulated in the world of DeFi, that is a particularly vulnerable to hacks. So they are trying to build it out and, make it stronger and make it more safe for investors. And the surge in Ethereum is because institutional investors are eyeing a DeFi according to Coinbase. While DeFi was defined by retail investors for the majority of 2020, in H1 2021, we saw a huge surge in DeFi interest among our institutional client base. It said, noting that traditional hedge funds and global investment banks have shown lots of interest this year. So Ethereum, they have a lot of protocols coming in the very near future. Ethereum 2.0, the London hard fork. So they're doing a lot of things right now, right? So they're only going to grow. And now moving on to the crypto fear and greed index. A few days ago, I talked about this, and I talked about how it's time to start buying now before it starts to get into the yellow, into the green, to the buy side, right, to the green side, because we were at the very orange/red side at the extreme fear. And then we went to fear, which is what I recently talked about. And you can see last week we were in extreme fear on an index scale of 21, and now we're on 50, moving to the right, and now we're in the neutral zone. So it is moving. It is moving to a good side, right? So you can see the chart is starting to move upwards. It's having an upward trend due to all the big catalysts and big news and the B conference and Elon talking about SpaceX holding Bitcoin. And so definitely be checking this out. You can look this up on Google. Just look up fear and greed cryptocurrency index, and you can pull this up and check it out. Also, if you look at alternative.me, it will pull up this fear and greed index. That's all I have for y'all today. I hope this was some good information, a very short video today, and I look forward to hearing from y'all. I really love all the love that I've received so far. And if you drop a comment and get to me, I'll ensure to get back to you. I get back to all my comments and actually read them, and I'll see y'all again very soon in another video. I'll see y'all later.